Hey guys, Brand Zero here. I wanted to do a follow-up to the raid video that I pushed out. There's been a lot of activity on that one. A lot of people that were a little bit misinformed, and we can blame Ubisoft for that they've been really quiet on exactly when the raid is coming out, what exactly is involved with the raid, and I just wanted to follow up and kind of give what I'm going through to prepare for the raid and how exactly I plan on prepping and going into it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've got different raid prep that you are going through, then comment below and subscribe to the channel for more content. So I'm trying to do my best not to compare how this raid will work to any of their other games, but it's hard not to. I know Incursions in a Division, it would probably be the closest thing that we can relate it to. I hope they take it a different route, but by all means, I can't help but being reminded of the Incursion in Division, where you are forced to take down a giant truck. It kind of reminds me of the drones that they keep mentioning we will be fighting in the raid. Hopefully there will be additional enemies in addition to drones. Somebody who's running these facilities that we may be going on, is somebody in the volcano, whatever it may be. We do know that it's taking place in a volcano. We also know that the gear score is 150 to enter, although I would recommend you be a little bit higher. Once I hit about 200, I stopped really concentrating on so much of a grind of gear score quality, and instead I'm just trying to concentrate on getting perks that I will really be able to use in the raid. I will say that if you're looking for a specific build, such as a build that I may use in the raid, I will be making 4 videos on each of the classes and exactly the kind of builds that I'll be going into the raid with, and I'll go ahead and put those out tomorrow. You can probably find them on my channel now if you're watching this after tomorrow. Just to give you a basic overview, I will put emphasis on the fact that there are perks that will help you with taking down drones and with evading drones. I would say that those would probably be a good idea to equip. Additionally, there are drone evasion upgrades on your armor and your weapons that you probably would like to choose a weapon that has this specific perk on it. I would also recommend that when you choose your group, you plan out how exactly you guys plan on moving through the raid. I would say that there's probably a good reason that they have the 4 classes and that it coincides with the number of people that will enter the raid. I would say that one person definitely should be the assault class, somebody who will draw the fire when things get bad. They should be the tankiest build they could possibly find. The Panther of the group will probably be doing a lot of stealth kills to try and reduce the number of people that are around. They can't really worry too much about the drones, but they should spec into this ability to sneak up on people and take them down. If things get bad, the assault can always step in, but they should have a little bit of damage resistance and some kind of opacity as well. Maybe a stamina regen so that they can run a lot faster, or mobility. The Sharpshooter class, I'm assuming, will be really important because of their ability to boost their damage to drones. Rolling Thunder and Ballistic Advantage really come to my mind, especially the Rolling Thunder, on them being able to use their Buster Shot to take down drones much more effectively than any of the other classes, and their ability to take out people from much farther away without needing to get close. Of course, if they need to get close or we are in a closer area, the Panther can definitely come in. And then naturally, there should be somebody on the team who is a medic. I know that a lot of people may argue taking out this specific role for a person who can't do as much DPS may not be that great, but if this raid turns out to be like some of the other Division raids that I've been through, having somebody who can be a dedicated healer to constantly be picking up and reviving your downed enemies will really come in handy, especially with the fact that they have the drone that can fly remotely over and pick people up. I would say that the medic really should just be picking the 3 perks that concentrate on doing additional healing, such as Inspired, Revivalist, and the Drone Hunter perk. a lot of these perks make it to where even when other people in the group do a certain action, it will heal the entire group, which is just really great. I really recommend having one of each kind on the group. That way you can work really well, and each of them can kind of make up for the lack of what the other classes may not bring. The only one that I would really say you might be able to drop would be the Panther, seeing as we may not be in an area where the stealth is as important, and I would recommend putting in another assault probably into the mix, somebody who can draw away the attention of the other people while the sharpshooter is in the back doing more damage, or they can kind of play the more mid kind of role where they concentrate on trying to do more damage while another assault is taking most of the fire from other people. Aside from that, I would say that you really should concentrate on maybe farming up some plants and other things. I don't know how many bivouacs or camps will be scattered along the route or how frequently we can go back to restock, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to be able to have a lot of resources that we can create those stem shots or whatever healing you may need. As well as, I would say, go ahead and make as much of the other resources as you can. Pretty much max out anything that's in that bivouac in your settings that you can eat to increase your stats. Really will come in handy once you move in. It's better to have them and not use them than to go into the raid not prepared and wish you had them. Again, I'll say that we currently know that it is around 150 to enter, but I would recommend you be a little bit higher. There is a patch coming out on the 15th. If you're watching this before the 15th, a lot of people are wanting to say that this may be the raid. I don't know if it is. We have nothing confirmed by Ubisoft that it is the raid. I would not be surprised if they randomly just decided to drop it. I would hate that they dropped it in the middle of the week because there are a lot of people who would not be able to jump in immediately, myself included. I wouldn't be able to jump on until the weekend to be able to do such a content that may revolve around a couple hours invested, which would really be sad if they dropped it on a Tuesday. But I'm not anticipating it to be this, but maybe it's just going to be some additional modifications to the game. We'll see exactly what they do. If you like the content, I know that was a short video that didn't have a ton of information in it, but I'm just trying to give out what exactly my kind of thoughts on entering the raid would be and how I'm planning on prepping to go into it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you've got different ways that you are prepping going into the raid, and subscribe to the channel for more content.